Okay, welcome once again on JCTV Africa, your channel of choice for all your political news, analysis, and review of what is happening on the political space. Today, it has been a busy day. The two presidents, Mnangagwa and Cyril Ramaphosa, were at the Beitbridge border post to look at the launch of the Border Management Agency and among other issues on what is happening at the border. The issue of immigration has been a topical issue, especially the story that South Africa is feeling the burden of a lot of Zimbabweans getting into South Africa illegally and getting services from South Africa which are unaccounted for. And many of them, they are illegal foreigners that are running. They are economic refugees. Not only economic refugees, some of them, they are actually running away from poor medical services that they get in the country of Zimbabwe. So they then have to rush to South Africa for them to be assisted. That being said, this is an interview that was done in the morning by Sakina Kamwendo, and she was talking to the mayor of the city of Musina. And I want you to listen to the demeanor of the mayor as he narrates the challenges that he's facing. And then I'm going to be giving you dribs and drabs of what I think about this launch. Will it be a success? Who is going to benefit more? Is it Zimbabwe? Is it South Africa? Who stands to benefit in this whole scenario more?
Mawela. Thanks so much for your time this morning, Mr. Mawela. Welcome to Morning Live. Is your town actually seeing the benefits? Is the municipality benefiting from being here at the entry point to South Africa and, of course, the first stop for people as they cross the Limpopo River?
No, thanks, Sakina. As the municipality, we can say that we are strategically located, but currently, given the illegal activities that are happening, we are not benefiting anything. Actually, we see.
You see, the interviewee was kind of like excited, expecting a response of saying, we're happy about this. But he actually gives a different response to say, we are not benefiting at all. This thing is not benefiting us, you see. So I'm going to unpack who it benefits and why you find out that these two presidents have met, and why are they motivated when the people that are on the ground are not motivated? Is this just pure xenophobic feeling, or there is something to it that this man is not telling us? And we are going to unpack that. Let's listen further.
It as a burden because the flow of illegal undocumented foreign nationals is a burden to the municipality. So currently, there is nothing of a benefit, but more of a burden.
So expand on that for us, please, Mr. Mayor, because if people cross the border, you would imagine they are spending money. So it would give the economy a boost. But you say it's a burden. So in what way? Are people not spending? What exactly is the problem as you experience it as the Musina municipality?
Look, they do spend money in our shops here, this side. But what we are referring to when we talk about the burden is that we are a municipality that budgets for the local people. But when these foreign nationals come without our knowledge, they also use the same infrastructure, the same budget that we've budgeted for our almost 100,000 people. But when they come undocumented, it becomes a serious problem. We are a municipality that is struggling with water and a number of service delivery issues. So with a uncontrolled flow of foreign nationals, illegal ones, becomes a burden.
All right. So what I want to say is the problem that you see is not just this issue of illegal immigrants, but the problem is there are cartels. You recall a few days ago, Opposition posted a video of actually people who are carrying illegal cigarettes, and they are taking them to South Africa. This is a big problem. it's a big problem in the sense that whether it's narcotics that are leaving the border and everything, these are big cartels. Big cartels in the sense that as the border management agents, I just checked a tweet now. Somebody was just saying that this is just a cosmetic approach to the situation. The border fence is not working. So these guys are coming, but they are not addressing the whole scenario, the whole problem, because they are big crocodiles and these guys are lizards that are on the, this is just runner boys that you find at the border. The big fishes are somewhere. So you arrest this person, you arrest this crew, another one, I mean, they get released by someone who is at the top. So this is the problem that South Africa have. But how does South Africa benefit and how does Zimbabwe benefit? South Africa is benefiting in the sense that the white monopoly capital in South Africa benefits because they are the ones that are the retail industry that then serves Zimbabwe with a lot of goods. In turn, Zimbabwe would like to keep that situation as it is because if more people come back to the country, then it means there is going to be a problem. People are going to fight for resources, and in the end, people are going to revolt. But people, because they know that the government is very harsh, they rather just withdraw and they go to South Africa because they find safety there. It's safe for them. So Zimbabwe is saying, let us have this because one, it's an opportunity for us to have a government that is endorsed, and we are like that, we can buy time. South Africa, on the other hand, is saying we can buy time, but because they know that they are benefiting, because if South Africa was not benefiting in this regard heavily or immensely, there's no way that they were going to be very, very cordial and friendly like what you're seeing, the president and everything. When the local person is saying, we're not benefiting at all, this thing is a burden to us. So if it is a burden to him, there is someone that is benefiting, definitely. And that person is not there at the border. That person is somewhere, probably in Pretoria or in Harare. So it's a cartel, and these cartels cannot be stopped by a group of people, because if you recall, there was a carte blanche documentary that was done, and there were a lot of people, there were soldiers that were captured on camera, and the colonel that was then asked by a carte blanche interviewee said, no, you didn't have the right to film that person. So you then see how complex the situation is. Even though there is now going to be border management, do you think they are going to stop these cartels? If we saw on the video not so long ago of people crossing when the BMA was introduced sometime last year. So you see what I'm talking about. It is a big problem. And I recall it then refutes the statement that was said by Rutendo Benson Matinyarare that there are a lot of mothers that are giving birth at Musina Hospital. There is the mayor. He actually confirmed it in this interview. Let us just take a listen.
Coming to party to help us arrest the situation.
It's not a new situation, so I would imagine that you have complained about it before. So what sort of interventions have there been?
Look, it's a work in progress. We are time and again engaging. Lastly, we have the Minister of Health who was here. We took him to the hospital to experience, to get to see the challenges that the hospital is facing. We are happy. The Commissioner of BMA, we are working closely with them to address the issue of borderline control, because it is a serious problem. So we can't necessarily say there's been an intervention, but interactions are there, and we are just hopeful that in the near future we'll find solutions to these problems.
Well, that's the main.
You hear that? He's not optimistic. He's just saying, we hope. But they are celebrating it as victory, that we have an agency that is going to be managing. So I don't know. Do you think this is going to be effective? Or the only biggest solution that we need is the solution of the ZIM problem being solved, and after that problem is solved, you won't have such things happening. But it benefits both ways. The cartels that are smuggling cigarettes, they benefit. The white monopoly capital that is in the retail industry, they benefit. In turn, Zimbabwe can benefit that their citizens are out. They are remitting money into South Africa, into Zimbabwe, which, according to statistics, the budget of remittances that are being brought to Zimbabwe are more than the national budget of the country. That tells you how massive the diaspora and the people that are living outside Zimbabwe contributing immensely to the development of Zimbabwe, or to the economy, or to sustain the nation. But what do you make of this move? Are you going to see any changes, or this is just a grandstanding or a campaigning tool that will get people excited, or the electorate excited, but it doesn't deliver when it comes to realities? I'd love to hear your thoughts.